It's absolutely lashing it down, like. Hi everybody and welcome back to LUNDY'S Wildcamp Stroke Bushcraft. And today I'm back out in a location where I come out to do my minimum kit using just the JJ's webbing and a small little pouch. Obviously I've got a bit more kit whereas the day, and I'm actually using a new pack which is a converted but an upgraded Northern Ireland patrol pack. I'll talk about that a bit later on. It's something I purchased myself, so it's not something that I've been asked to review or anything. It's just something I wanted to go with the many packs that I have got. But anyway, as you can see, I'm back out in the location, and it's been a fair while since I've been here, and all the wood's still there. It looks soaking like, but you know, it is what it is. And yeah, the area is looking not too bad. Now outside the woods, as you can see, there's some nice blue skies. In here it's a bit dull and a little bit cold, and the walk in it was about 2 or 3 degrees. It's going to warm up a little bit and then it's going to die right down to about 0, possibly -1 tonight. And I thought what I'll do is I'll test out my Snowpack Special Forces sleeping bag, the thinner one, more like the summer bag really. It goes down to a comfort rating of 5 and it goes down to 0 degrees. So I'm going to test that out properly tonight. I'll probably regret it, but never mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get set up, and today I've brought the onewind tarp outers, big ground dwelling in the army bivvy bag. So I'll stop waffling and then we'll get set up. So stay tuned. See you in a bit. Set up. All I've got to do now is a couple of little adjustments with the edges. I've went and lowered the tarp a little bit more, and then when I've pulled the sides out, it's just raised it back up again at any rate. So I think I might have to block the bottoms off a little bit, but I'll see. I think it should be okay. Like, I'm not going to be mega cold. I've got plenty of clothing and things to keep us warm. So there we go. Look at this. This is a fantastic tarp, absolutely fantastic. So there you go, that's the inside of the tarp there. Look at all that room. There's enough room there to get 2 people in, easy fit 2 people in there. So what I've done is I've got my little ground sheet on the floor, ground mat on the floor there, and just to sit on for the time being until I get myself a backrest made. We've set a webbing, JJ's Commander's webbing, that's there. That's got a few more little bits and pieces in it, but I'm just going to put a light on just in case. But yeah, actually I don't think I need that, do I? So yeah, the JJ's webbing, absolutely fantastic, love it. It's one of the best and most comfortablest bits of webbing I've ever had in my life, and I've had a kind of few bits. But like the belt man, it's absolutely fantastic. Holds a lot of stuff. Obviously, the ammo pouches are a lot bigger than the traditional ones of the old webbing I used to use. And inside there, you can fit a Pathfinder's bottle. Perfect. It's even got enough room to get the actual mug in there as well. So if you just want to go with that as a cook system, it'd be perfect. And then obviously I've got fire kit, Obviously I've got all my meals in there. I've just took them out of my bag to put them in there. And this is my new bag I've went and purchased from Kit Pimp. Yeah, it's the Northern Ireland Patrol Pack, 30 litre. Obviously it's 30 litres just in the main compartment, and then as you can see it's got a poncho pouch, 3 little utility pouches, the bog standard side pouches, but on the top, obviously the collar, what do you call it, the thing, I can't remember the proper name of it. Anyway, that's lots longer. And then the lid has actually got a floating lid, wide flat floating lid with a commander's set up in the top, same as the big one, that Pathfinder one. So I actually purchased this myself, and the straps definitely, I think it should have come with a chest harness on it myself. The back's like padded, and it's got a pad inside that you could take out, obviously, to sit on if you wanted to. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm fitted quite a bit of kit in it. Sorry, my camera's gone everywhere. But yeah, not a bad bit of kit. My setup for tonight, I'm definitely going to put a light on because it looks darker. So same again, I'm in the British Army Bivvy bag, and inside of here I've got my Nemo Tensor regular mummy air mat, zero pillow, which I'm really enjoying. And then I've got this here. This is the Snug Pack Special Forces sleeping bag. It goes down to comfort rating at 5, but it goes down to 0. So I'm going to be testing it out tonight. As you can see, it's not that thick. I am going to be wearing extra clothing with it. Alright, I'm going to be wearing some softy underpants. I wish I had some softy underpants. It'd be cush, wouldn't it? Some softy trousers I've got with us. And then I've got my buffalo jacket. So I'll be putting that on as well when I go to bed tonight, because it is going to get down to about 0, possibly -2, I think, looking at different weather forecasts. So it's going to be a bloody cold night. But I've got some hand warmer things to wear. What I'll do is also I'll boil up some water, put it into my Pathfinder bottle, put a spare sock over the top of that, and use that as a hot water bottle if I need to keep warm. It's starting to drop now. I've actually brought out my little thing, and it's saying at the minute that it's 5 degrees at the minute, so that's not too bad. All right, and then obviously I've got a small little table with us. Didn't bring a chair, but I did bring a table. Got me 3 traditional Jack Daniels. I've brought the sunflower stove out, and I've got plenty of gas. I've got a this is, someone asked us in the comments on the video on that about what I bring this Lifesaver. I just bought this from Asda, and obviously I've got to turn the batteries around yet and get it set, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to enclose both sides of the tent, and then I'm going to see if the stove can heat the tent up. So I've got bags of room down there to play with the stove. So yeah, always bring one of these if you're doing hot tenting or using gas stoves inside of tents or any sort of shelter. Alright, it saves your life, basically. Carbon dioxide is a very, very dangerous silent killer, and lots of people every year die of it. So if you're using gas in a confined space like little tents or anything like that, or doing hot tenting, using a stove, use one then as well. It's going to save your life. The last thing somebody wants to do is go walking through the woods and find someone there dead. And I'm sure your family don't want you coming back in a box as well. So safety is paramount, everybody. If you're doing it, use some sort of alarm system. It'll wake you up before it catches you too quick. Right, enough on the lecture. So that's what I'm doing. I haven't got a clue what time it is. It's probably about 1:30, 2 o'clock-ish. I'm going to get something to eat and a brew, and then I'm going to start getting some wood done as well. So the next time you see me, I'll have the gas stove set up. I'll have some water boiled, and I'll be pouring myself a cuppa, and we'll talk about some of the food that I've brought out. Before I sit down, I need to make my backrest, otherwise I'm not going to be comfy when I'm having some dinner. So this is where I've done it the last time. I've just went and collected the bits of wood that I left. So obviously I had the holes there, but they're going to be too close to the edge of the tarp, because last time when I was here, my tarp was a lot higher up. So all I'm going to do is, I'm just going to bang it in. So it goes practically there. So I've moved me the corner of the tarp out the way. I just need to bang these in as best I can, and as far as I can, without them splitting. I've never chamfered the ends. It doesn't need to be too high. That's got enough power there for to rest my back on there. So now let's find the other bit, which is this bit here. As you can see, there's a bit of a point. Now obviously I'm getting closer to the tarp here. It doesn't need to be too wide either. Right, same again, bang that in. As you can see, the wood's a little bit rotten on the top there. It's been a while since I was here, but as long as it goes in, they're roughly at the same area. And then all I did the last time was I just got some of these logs. Obviously they're all a bit damp now, but it doesn't really matter because my pad's going to go up against it in any weight. And then all I'm going to do is put them there. The last time I just rested them up on it. As you can see, it's a bit skew width, but it doesn't matter. I can sit at an angle in any way. It doesn't really bother me. And just keep putting them on. I might, obviously as you can see, they're just rolling. I don't really want to pin another pin here, because the pins will just stick in me back in any weight. So what I'm going to do is, I've got some cordage. I'm just going to put these on here and tie them all on, because the last time they kept falling off. I'll just keep on building it up, using some bits and pieces. Obviously some of it's punky wood and everything, so it will probably get binned. As you can see, that's going to be my backrest. It's got enough thing, it's only for to rest me back on. I'm not actually going to put my full weight on it. It's just to lean up against. It'll last for one night, and it'll make it comfortable for me. So off camera, all I'm going to do is get some cordage, and I'm just going to tie every bit of wood, slat of wood on there. I might actually cut some fresh wood as well, because I've just got some nice bits cut down. I want to get some wood cut actually first before I sit down and have something to eat. It's only 1:30 in the afternoon. So I'll have a meal now, and I'll have a meal later on tonight when I'm having a drink. So that'll be me backrest sorted, sitting on the ground. I've dug a hole at the front here as well. It's no good, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go hunting for rocks if I want to make a decent fire and make a bed of rocks on the ground, just to protect the ground a bit as well. And if push comes to the shove and I can't find any rocks, I will be just using the little X stove I've brought, which is this one here from Outdoor Gear Essentials. I think there's a link in the description on all my videos for these now. Alright, so if you're interested in them, go and check them out. It's a good little portable, lightweight stove. It's not huge, it's not humongous, it's not going to keep you toasty warm like a decent fire will, but it'll give off a bit of heat and you can cook on it and things. So anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to get this tied off, and then I'll bring this back in a while. Happy days. Oh, by the way, some of my wood is still dry. That's been in them piles, so I'm going to salvage as much as I can, get it all cut up, split down and everything. Happy days. Happy days indeed. Right, I've been on a little run. I found somewhere that had loads of stones lying around, so I've emptied all my stuff out my Bergen. Oh. And then what I've done is my dry bag that I put my mat in, and a few other bits, I put that inside the Bergen just to save it getting dirty. And then I've just went and collected enough rocks to make a small fire pit, so that's happy days. So put my Bergen in now, out the way. There you go. So there's my fire. I'm going to get sorted. So I just need to get me little Dunbury Fergan. So I haven't brought a big shovel out with it. I just brought this out. It's absolutely brilliant, this. I can't remember where I got it. I think I just got it off eBay. It cuts roots and everything. It's really good. But anyway, I dug a hole here earlier because I thought it was a decent distance away from the pit, from the what do you call it? So I'm just going to take the top layer back off. As you can see, I always prep it so I can easily remove it. Yeah, and then I'm just going to dig down a little bit, not too deep, because it doesn't need to be a big fire in any way, just enough to keep us the little bit of chill off. Right, take my hat off because I'm getting warm now, so I've just basically ran about 200-300 metres to get these and then get them back. I hate leaving all my kit lying around when I'm like 300 metres away in the woods. It's easy to get lost as well. So basically what I've done is, earlier on I'd done a ditch, but I just wasn't happy with it. So I thought, if I can't have a fire, I'll just use the wood burning stove. It's tiny like. So I thought, right, let's go hunting. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get all the flattest ones that I've got, and I'm going to basically just put them in to make a bit of a flat surface on the bottom. It'll just protect the ground a bit better than having a fire on the ground itself. And then all I'm going to do is, with the rest, just try and like use it like just use it like a jigsaw puzzle, getting all the little bits and just filling the gaps, and then start making the bigger ones on the tops, just to protect the edge of the fire pit as well. And this is what you have to do to make a little safe fire. It's just the best way to do it is just keep going around in a circle, adding the stones. If they don't fit, you can always chisel out a little bit of muck and then put it in. And we've got that little gap there to fill. One there, so I need to chisel a little bit away there because it's too high. There's a lot of roots in here, so just be careful. And that's it. Keep them going. I think I've picked up just the right amount. That's a lovely little fire pit, that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, perfectamundo. That is perfect. A nice little fire pit, and then if I get some decent bits of wood, I can cut them to a reasonable length and then just lie them aside and feed them in, rather than keep on cutting. But I'm going to get some more drier wood, and I'm going to process that down, and then I'm going to split it and split it and split it, so I've got perfect dry wood, just to keep the fire ticking over, so it'll burn hot and it'll dry out the rest of the other bits that are damp. The bits that I used the last time I was here, the top layer were a bit wet and the bottom layer, but the stuff in the centre was quite dry, so I'm going to split some of them down as well. Obviously I'll do some of it on camera possibly, and some not on camera. And yeah, but let's just bring you a bit closer so you can have a look at my fire pit. Oh, here we go. As you can see, it's on to get colder. There you go, that's a little fire pit. As you can see, there's my glove, so that gives you a rough idea of the size of the fire pit. It just needs to be a small, manageable one, and as you can see, 99.9% of the ground is actually covered by rock. So what I need to do now is I need to go back to where I was and see if I can find something else to put into the base there, just to fill them little gaps up. So yeah, happy days. Happy days indeed. Getting perched at Porchy again. I don't know what time it is, about 2 o'clock now, so I'm definitely going to get a brew and get some food. I'll catch you in a bit. I'm happy with that. Happy. Right, well, it's 2:30 in the afternoon, and I've decided I'm going to get some food on the go and get myself a cup of tea. So the food I've been sent out, didn't get asked to do a review, just to test them and give them some feedback on their page. So it's from Tactical Food Pack. I'll hold a little picture up on the screen as well, and they come with this card, right, and what it is, it tells you about all the different menus. So I'm just going to put my old man glasses on so I can see. And actually, I think I'm going to put a light on because it's getting a little bit dark. So inside of here, it tells you on the brief thingy about thank you for participating in Tactical Food selection process, blah blah blah, loads of things about each dishes and how they were made. So basically they've sent us a sweet and sour chicken, a mushroom risotto, a spicy chanterelle risotto, it's a bibimbap, I'll tell you what it's about in a minute, lentils stroganoff. So the bibimbap is a rice grounded beef, beef broth, corn carrot and something paste, some oil, mayonnaise, garlic, spring onion, egg, soya sauce powder, and sugar and salt. It tells you all the things on there as well, all the ingredients of what's happened, what's been put in it, and I think some of them go from about, it says here to prepare the dish you've got to add 300 ml of hot water little by little until you achieve your preferred consistency. Close the zip, wait for 8 minutes and enjoy the meal. And yeah, so the ones I've brought out today is the one I described there, which is the bibimbap, whatever it is, like it's obviously different meats. I've brought the chanterelle mushrooms risotto. I'm going to try that one out. And I've brought the mushroom risotto. I've picked up the wrong bloody one, haven't I? I wanted to bring the other one out. So I've got 5 of them all together. I've brought 3 out. So I think I'm going to try the chanterelle. It's a mushroom you can forage in the woods. And the story behind this is when they were out doing an exercise, the lads are all ex-forces, and when they were doing it, they were foraging, and they sort of like made this using chanterelles, mushrooms and that, when they were out in the forest on an exercise. So obviously they've sort of like added different things to it, and that's it. So on this one it's got it's a spicy chanterelle risotto, so it's got rice, chanterelles, cream, onion, butter, salt, chili powder and pepper. So that sounds finger licking good to me. So that's going to be my dinner. And I'll tell you what, I can now feel some heat coming off that stove, and it's just pointing straight up. So if I angle that towards us tonight, when I've decided not to have a fire any longer, that's going to keep me toasty warm underneath here, like. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm looking forward to eating some food. So I've got my spork ready. I just need to get some brew kit out, and I'll bring you back when my food's ready to eat. Otherwise it's going to be a long section, this. Alright, so I'm going to enjoy this little bit of heat off the fire, get myself a half a brew and some food. I'll see you later. Right, well, here we go. It's been nearly 8 minutes since I last put some water in this. My water took ages to boil on that stove today, like, which I'm quite surprised at. But anyway, I'm just going to have a quick drink of my cup of tea. Cheers, everybody. I know it's not Jack Daniels like, but welcome to the channel, everyone. And I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. Anyway, let's have a look at this chanterelle risotto made by Tactical Food Packs. That's them there. Obviously the glow off the light on there is a bit much like. It's got really cold just sitting here. It's down to about 3 degrees now. It's only just after 3 o'clock and it's starting to get a little bit dark. We're due rain at 4 o'clock. So I need to get my arse in gear and get some more firewood done. And anyway, looking in the pack, okay, I don't know if you can see in there, but there's not a great deal of food. Not like some of the dry food that you get from like mountain shops and things like that. But the amount of food in there isn't much. I don't know if that's just because this is a sample pack that I've been sent out. But anyway, there you go. That's what it looks like. Alright. There's lots of mushrooms in it. And lots of other bits and pieces. It smells a bit like eggy, mushroomy. Well, obviously it's got mushrooms in, but it smells a bit egg and cheesy. So there's one of the bits just a little bit hard there, but yeah, it's definitely different. It tastes a little bit of spice in it. Let's get a bit of mushroom on its own. It's just a mushroom. Yeah, it's alright. I can't remember how many calories it said it had in this, but I think they're about 400 to 500 calories in a pack. But for the amount of food that's in there, the pack's way too big. It could have been smaller. I'd class this as a snack. I'm glad I brought 3 meals out with us and a couple of porridges. Because I'll tell you the truth, I think I'll be eating either two meals the night. I'm getting some nice tastes in my mouth though. It's nice to have something warm inside of us as well. But anyway, yeah, it's not bad. Maybe the bag's just too big for the portion that's inside and it makes it look like a small portion. I've had quite a few spoonfuls there and I've still got quite a bit left to go. So anyway, I'll let you know if it fills us. But you know the portions I eat when I'm out with Rooney, it probably won't. But it's a nice little belly warmer and it's a good little snack to have before I start chopping and cutting some wood. Anyway, I'm going to get this. And I'm going to finish off this cup of tea before it gets cold. And I'll catch you soon. Oh, it's nearly ready to go on too cold. Well, it's nearly 5 o'clock, so that means only one thing. Time to get the fire started. It's nice and dark in the woods now. Never heard anybody all day anywhere. I had a little bit of a trickle of rain before, so the big heavy downpour that's due hasn't turned up just yet. It's supposed to turn up about an hour ago. But if it rains, it rains. I'm under a decent shelter and I've got plenty of firewood here. I've went and chopped absolutely tons up. And I've got loads of bits left over from the last time, which I'll just start staggering around the outside of the fire just to dry out once the fire gets started. But anyway, all I'm going to do is nice and easy again, using these little waxed twisty things that you get from the shops. and I'm just going to use the two of them because it just seems to work much better. Now I've got a couple of little bits and pieces. I'm going to spread them all the way along my little fire layer. So what I've done here is, obviously you've seen earlier on, I made a nice little fire pit, and then I've got a nice little fire layer inside there with some little logs that are nice and dry. And then all we're going to do is I'm going to get them bits off my gloves. I'm just going to light these up on both ends and a little bit in the middle. And because the fire's nice and little, the wood's just going to lean across there lovely. And I'm just going to do like a little stick formation, crisscrossing them on top of each other. As you can see, them wax things go up like there's no tomorrow. It gives the fire a fighting chance to get started. It is still a little bit damp, the wood, even though I've chopped it all up. So hopefully it takes. I've got loads of little branches here as well, just to keep it going throughout the night. As you can hear, well, I hope you can hear, it's a little bit dry, but we'll see how much smoke. As you can see, there's not that much smoke, so the wood that I've sliced isn't that wet. But now as I'm going to start putting some of these other ones on, you'll probably start getting a little bit of smoke because there is a little bit of dampness on them. Right, well, that's the fire going. I took another couple of fire starters, to be honest. Like, obviously I'm not going to lie on my channel about things, but yeah, that really was a little bit of a struggle. But I don't know if you can hear it. There's a little bit of pitter patter on the top. I'm in the top, but I'm not far off from the edge. But the last time I was here it rained, and I had similar setup with me tarp. So in any rate, Jack Daniels is poured, fire is going. Just a little one, just a little bit of ambience at the minute because I've been grafting. I'm nice and warm, but as the night goes on, I'm sure I'm going to get a bit colder. But as I do, I'll be adding extra layers. I've got a pair of softy trousers just in case, and then I've got my buffalo jacket to put on, and then if I need to, I've got my chorizo suit as well. Can't say it's needing everything, but you never know. But anyway, cheers everybody. Welcome to the channel, all new subscribers, and thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Don't forget to leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, and it'll all be fine and dandy. Now, welcome to the channel everybody, and thank you everybody for clicking on the video. Cheers to you, and cheers to all the lost and fallen souls. Oh, I took an extra mouthful for that. Yeah. So it's Remembrance Day now. We will probably be seeing this the week after, obviously. But yeah, let's hope everything went okay around the country, and none of the parades got interrupted by people demonstrating. Obviously, I've never seen no news or anything because I've been out all day. Yeah, I know I bang on about being ex-forces, but I don't go down on a Sunday most of the time. I like to go out and do my own little thing. I've done remembrance parades for years and years and years, being involved in them. It's great to see and it's great to meet up with other people, but I like to go down and stand at the cenotaph myself, right on the cenotaph, and bow my head and say a few words and lay my own little sort of wreath and put one of them the little crucifixes there for them. Me and my wife got a tradition, we do that every year now. So we'll be going down on Monday afternoon once I'm back and cleaned up, dressed accordingly, and then we'll always go for a bit of food sometimes, or do a little bit of shopping, and then go home and celebrate by having a drink and a nice meal. Everybody has their own ways of doing it, and that's the way I do my Remembrance Day. So cheers to everybody. But yeah, the fire's going nicely now. I'm not sitting too close to it, but I can feel a bit of heat off it. The smoke's going straight that way, which is ideal. And because I've got this backrest, I feel nice and comfy. My feet are on a little bit of a lump, so I've got a bit of a gap underneath my legs, which puts pressure on your knees. So what I'm going to do later on, we'll drag my Bergen over and just put that there and put my legs over the top of the Bergen. It'll be sweet as a nut. So yeah, and then if I need anything out the Bergen, it's handy to get to, isn't it? Excuse me. But yeah, that fire's going really well now. Happy days, and that's just the size I want it as well. Nice small fire. I'm not cooking on it because I've got the dry meals. It's just for a little bit of ambience. Obviously I've got enough wood here to last us about 2 months, because I always do that in any way. But like I say, it's 5 o'clock. I'll probably still be sitting up about 1 o'clock in the morning, to be honest. Because I was off work last night, so yeah, as I put my hands here, I can feel a little bit of rain. If you haven't noticed, I've watched the channel before, I always bring a small DD magic carpet, and that always goes over my wood pile, whether it's raining or not. It's full of little holes and everything, so you know, it gets used and abused for everything, for carrying wood, for carrying stones, kneeling on, covering stuff up, things like that. So yeah, I've had this since the day I started wild camping, which has got to be at least 10 years plus now. Or I've had the channel going for about 6 years, 7 years, something like that. I don't know, I'll have to have a look actually. But anyway, I'm waffling loads of crap as per normal. Obviously, Rooney's at work in the morning, and he's went to meet up with loads of fellow lads and lasses from the regiment in Hayes Battery up in Blythe. So Rooney, I hope you've had a good day, mate. No doubt I'll speak to you later. Cheers, pal. So we celebrated Rooney's birthday. I'm just going to waffle on a little bit more. So we celebrated Rooney's birthday the other week. It's about 2 weeks ago now, because I wasn't out last week. And yeah, that was a good laugh, that. Thank you very much for all the amazing comments. I was expecting to lose a lot of subscribers with the shenanigans and the swearing and that. I only think I lost 1 or 2, so that's happy days, like. But I didn't want to cut everything out and just not show you what we'll get up to. We don't do that all the time. We don't get mortal drunk every time we come out. We have a couple of drinks and we get like tipsy. But it was to celebrate Rooney's birthday, and he didn't know I was bringing a bottle of Jack Daniels and a big bottle of Coke and a cake and things. It was a bit of a surprise. He was just going to have a couple of cans and that was it. But obviously I persuaded him to neck half a bottle of Jack Daniels and then half of my Jack Daniels. Then we necked all his cans. So it was a bloody good laugh. And a sore head the next day. But thanks for all the decent comments. And I got subscribers off it as well, which is unreal. Anyway, waffle. See you in a bit. Well, as you can hear, it's absolutely peeing down. The fire is not doing too bad. I've had to get out the big guns, so I've got this out. I can't remember the name of it. Anybody remember the name of these? I can't. Is it a bellow or something like that, isn't it? If I'm right, put it in the comments. I can't remember the name of it. It reminds me of an old aerial off a car. If they still had aerials like this on cars, bushcrafters would be pinching them left, right and centre. The work's a treat, this. Gets it going. I've had to put, obviously, my magic carpet is over the top of my wood, and it's doing the job. It's keeping it dry as best can be. But yeah, I've just been notified. I've just been speaking to Damien, the fell wanderer. Damien, hello son. by WhatsApp, and he's just kindly informed us that there's a new storm on its way. I didn't know that, or so I wouldn't have come into the woods tonight, to be honest. About 4 o'clock in the morning it's going to hit. So I think I might be setting my alarm and going to bed early. I'll probably wake up in any rate. Apparently the winds on, serious winds aren't going to hit wind till tomorrow afternoon, so I'll be gone home by then. But yeah, the rain's on for the rest of the night. It's at 97% until about 8 o'clock in the morning, I think. So yeah, it's going to be a wet night. Anyway, I'm waffling. I'm going to finish up my drink. I'm going to listen to some music, put some wood on the fire, and I'll see you later on. God, I can waffle when I'm by myself. I've never spoken to anybody since 10 o'clock this morning. It's peeing down with rain. It's cold. Well, my hands are cold, and you know what it is. I'm absolutely loving it. I can feel the heat coming in now off the fire, because the fire's kicking in again. Happy days. Right, well, I'm now on my second meal. This is the one that I cannot really pronounce. It is the Bivvy. It's a rice grounded beef broth, corn, carrots, something paste, some oil, rapeseed oil, that doesn't sound right, does it? Rapeseed oil, mayonnaise, garlic, spring onions, egg, soya sauce powder, and sugar and salt. Alright, so there we go. That's it there. I don't think I put enough water in it, like, but it's it looks alright. It smells bloody lovely. Yeah, that's sweet, that, like. I think I've let it cool down a bit too much, like, 'cause it's not mega warm, but it's lovely. That's who it's by. Alright. The menu card. So that's meal 2 out of 3. I got 5 meals, like I said earlier. I don't know how many calories this is. I'll put it up on the screen, as well as the name of it as well. But that's, I don't think the camera's going to pick it up, like, because the light's just shining off the bag. It's got the little name tag on there. I think it's just because these are the testers, they haven't got the proper labels on. But if you have a look, yeah, got lots of little bits of meat, rice, sweet corn, bits and pieces, as you can see. It smells nice. It's definitely nicer than the last one I had. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy this. Anyway, I'm going to get back to watching Nobby's live feed with Grizzly Graz, and because it's a right good banter. Nobby, if you're watching, hello mate. Gaz, hello mate. They'll probably not watch my channel, but anyway, hello lads. Well, I know what Nobby does. I'm not sure if Gaz does though. See you later.
Trying to get all your clothes washed and put away, get all the shopping. Today, Mrs. Block's been trying to get things straight because we've got painter and decorators coming on Monday. Just the normal stuff, guys, just the normal stuff that you absolute legends do. But
Well then, rice risotto, meal number 3. I tell you what though, this one is a lot fuller. Alright. It smells nice. Does it look nice? I don't really know. Does it taste nice? That's the big thing. I need to have another mouthful. I've had worse. Is it nice? It's doable. It's warm. I think it's going to be fillable. As you can see, there's a lot, well I hope you can see, there's a lot of food in there. It's swelled up quite well. Yeah, that's it. It's just a rice risotto. Yeah, it's not bad. It's got nice flavours in it. What would I add to it? I don't think I'd add anything to it actually. It is what it says on the label. It's a rice risotto. Yeah. I think it's got enough salts and things, and I can taste the salt in there in it. Yeah. It's not bad. Right, well, I'm going to get this down my neck. It's about 10:30 at night. I've been watching a bit of YouTube, having the fire going. As you can see down there, it's glowing. It needs a bit more wood on. I've got tons of wood. I've actually went and got lots more wood there, look, because I thought, oh, do I need more wood? So I went and got loads of big long lumps. So I'm in for the long haul. The only problem is I've got about that much Jack Daniels left in Coke. I'm gutted. If I had went down to my other camp, I would have had extra supplies. Because obviously I was supposed to be there last week for 2 nights. I only stayed for 1. So I went and stashed 3 Jack Daniels and 3 Cokes in the vicinity of camp. Don't worry about it. If you can't find me camp, you definitely won't find me Jack Daniels and Cokes. That's all I'm going to say. Because it's nowhere near the camp. But if I had been down there, I would have been getting sauced with 3 more Jack Daniels. So I would have been a bit rough. But anyway, I'm going to sit back and enjoy this. I've really enjoyed these meals. The first meal, I felt like there wasn't enough food in it, but there actually was. The second meal was really nice. The forage mushrooms and that, and this mushroom risotto is actually starting to take effect in my taste buds, and it's really nice as well. This type of food, or the other types that I've took on hill camps, dry foods, I'd say they're on par, like, to do with ration packs, army ration packs. The thing I like about ration packs is you can boil them in the water. Then you can use that water to make a brew, have a wash, or whatever you have to do with it. With the dry food, the water gets consumed into the food. So the water only has one object, to make your food moist and warm. Whereas a ration pack, a British Army ration pack, or any ration packs throughout the whole of the world, you boil them in the water and the water becomes your brew or your wash. So yeah, for me, boiling the bag every day. As much as I like these, I do like them actually. Just bring more water. But anyway, waffle, I'll see you in the morning, unless anything outrageous happens, like a deer runs over my head, someone pounces down on my tent, stroke tarp, or somebody starts snapping twigs and throwing conkers at us, or acorns. Ooh, is that someone just hit the ground? Oh, there's somebody outside me tent. What will I do? I don't really know. Hello? What do you want? Go away, you bastards! Fucking out for views, isn't that? Oh, hey. Some of the channels I date now, I love them, you know, but however, get a grip. See you later. Well, as you can see in here, well you can't see but you can hear it, it's pouring down. It's been like this most of the night, and yeah, it's about 6 o'clock. So, whoa, that's bright. Jesus Christ, I need to get me thing on the cover on it. Oh, I can't even see. Yeah, I'm still in my DOS bag. Well, last night I had a cunning plan. Go to bed wearing my softy trousers, my jackets and everything, in my thin sleeping bag, and my booties on. Now it is within 5 minutes of trying to get into my DOS bag with all that kit on, I had to take it all off. So basically I'm stripped down to me just my t-shirt and me buffalo top and me underpants and socks. I was warm all night until like first thing this morning, and I started feeling a little bit of a chill. I had a rough night's sleep again last night, not with a cold, just kept waking up all the time. Had some really weird and spooky dreams last night. Had a dream that I had like something walking around outside. And I had a dream because obviously I was underneath me, inside my sleeping bag, bivvy bag over the top of my head and everything to keep the warmth in. I woke up after having a dream that somebody was sitting next to us, and I actually woke up and I opened my eyes, but I couldn't move. I felt like as if I was froze. It was weird, and I actually felt scared last night, to be quite honest, after that dream. I'm sorry my eyes look like piss holes in the snow, but I'm getting blinded by this light. But at any rate, spooky dreams, and waking up feeling scared in your dream, and then waking up to feel like you actually were awake when it was all happening. A weird sensation. And yeah, but the backrest last night worked a treat. Obviously it's a bit of a mess, like we have tied it up, but it worked, you know. And yeah, happy days. So what I'll probably do is I'll dismantle everything. I'll have to get the fire pit cleaned up. All the wood that I had, I burned. But me being me, last night when I had a bit of a lull in between raining, I went and collected some more firewood. Obviously that's not getting burned because I'll not be having a fire, as you can see. It's absolutely lashing it down, like. Yeah, I've got a poncho to put on, as well as new jackets and new waterproof trousers for a walk out this morning. So I've got a few miles to walk. Obviously I don't do me walk-ins now. I don't show you walking into the woods or anything. I just didn't want to give the game away about the different locations of where I'm camping now. It's just one of them things. But yeah, I'm going to get a couple extra layers of clothing on. I need to get up because I'm dying for a wee. And I think I'm just going to use my pee bottle, to be quite honest, underneath the tarp. I'm not going out in that rain just for a pee. I'll get soaking. But yeah, get the gas heater on, get some water on, and make myself a brew. And hopefully it should be starting to get light in about an hour's time. I'll get squared away, packed away, and then have a very damp walk out. There's no point in hanging about. Might as well just get myself away as soon as it's first light and out of Dodge. Obviously it's a Monday morning, and so there'll probably be people working around in the area, and anyway, so walking around in the area, I mean, sorry. Well, they might not like this weather because it's absolutely peeing it down. Aye, so I don't know if I said last night, but I got informed off Damon last night that was a storm was hitting about 4 o'clock this morning over this area. So this must be the start of it, like all this rain last night. I think the winds are picking up this afternoon, so that's happy days. I'll be out of here in a safe environment by the time that happens. So one thing you definitely don't want to be doing is camping in a very dense pine wood when it's very windy. Because the chances are you're going to get some trees coming down. Alright, but anyway, I'm waffling. It's first thing in the morning. I'm going to get some extra clothing on, get out this dust bag, get a wee, and I'll see you in a little while. Right, well, I'm all, half packed up and anyway, but what I want to do is, I've had one of these cheap butane cans of gas in my bag all night. It's not freezing cold, but it's not warm either, and this is just a quick test to see whether you can use the cheap gas with it or not. Alright, now I don't think you can, so I'm going to put some gas on. There you go. As soon as you turn the gas up, it just flames up like so. Alright, so what they say in the instructions about using butane and propane gas mixture, use what they tell you. Alright, using that, I just thought I'd bring it out and test it. It's crap. Yeah, but some stoves can use it. And you just get one of these little adapters. Alright, it comes with another adapter that goes on the top of it, and then you can use the other adapter, which is a two-way thing for transferring fuel. So now I've got some butane. I think this is butane mixed one. I've been filling it up at home. It might do the same because this canister is actually freezing cold. But I want to get a brew, and then I'm going to get packed up and get myself away. There you go, you see. Using the correct the correct type of fuel works properly. Alright, so don't try and use the cheap stuff because you just end up with a big bonfire. And if you're inside of a tent, 9 times out of 10, your tent is going to go on fire. Alright everyone, so that's just a quick safety tip for you. Anyway, I'm going to get myself a brew, and probably be the next time you see me. Next time you see me, I'm all wrapped up because it's cold. I can feel the heat in here now off that stove already. Up here, it's really warm already. Brilliant. Anyway, I'm going to get a brew. Next time you see me, I'll be all packed up, all squared away, poncho on, pack on, and ready to get out of Dodge. I'll see you later. Right, well, I've got no light system. My lights have died on us, so apologies if it's dark on the screen, because it is still dark in the woodland. That's me all packed up, ready to go. I was going to put my poncho on, but you know what it is? It's raining, and when I get out into the open, it's going to be a bit heavier. So I want to test this Bergen and see whether it's the material's actually waterproof. Obviously the whole of the main interior is protected in any way because my bivvy bag, I use my bivvy bag as a stuff sack for the Bergen, so it's going to keep everything bone dry in there in any weight. So, you know, and most stuff in the pouches is actually waterproofed as well. But anyway, it'll be a good test for it. I've got about an hour's walk to get out of here. Obviously I'm not going to show you where I'm walking and that, because it just gives the game away. Alright, but anyway, I had a cracking night, even though I had a bit of a restless sleep, and but it was just nice to be out. And it's been pouring down most of the night, so being stuck under the tarp hasn't been a bother. The fire was right next to us, it was nice and cosy. I had a couple of nice meals, well, 3 nice meals, 3 nice drinks, a cup of tea last night before I went to bed as well, which is very strange for me. But anyway, let's have a quick look around camp. So obviously I've just got like my chair, bits of wood and all that leant up against the tree there. Bits of firewood over the back end, you'll not see it because it's dark. And as you can see, this is where I slept last night. All I need to do now is I just need to kick a few bits and pieces over just to hide the telltale signs that I've actually slept there last night. Not that people would probably not find it like, but it's quite hidden, this little spot. And then obviously the fire. Where's the fire gone? Where's the fire gone? Yeah, I can't remember. Well anyway, there's where I sat, and there's where the fire pit is. Obviously there's a little bit of ash there I forgot to throw away, but that'll just mix into it. And there's the fireplace there. I've left the fireplace in situ, checked it with my bare hand. It was bone, like not bone dry, it was soaking wet, but it was cold. So I've just left the rocks in place and then filled it in with all the undergrowth I took out. Scattered the ashes all over. They'll just disperse into the ground in any way, and it's good for the environment. So they say. But anyway, before I get absolutely pissed wet through, I'd just like to say thank you very much everybody for watching. It's really appreciated. I've had some amazing comments lately and some great support from the lot of yous. Alright, so keep the comments coming. Alright, any questions, put them in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them as long as I've got an answer. Alright, don't ask us anything on algebra. I haven't got a clue. But anyway, thanks for watching everybody. Hopefully the next time you see me I would be out camping with Rooney, hopefully. Alright, well, it's been a couple of weeks now. It'll be about 3 weeks now I think since me and Rooney last camped out together, so fingers crossed we'll be out together soon. See you later everybody. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and do leave a comment. Adios.